welcome to Just Thrive. We are going to get started in just a few minutes. Those that are on Periscope, you will not be able to see me today, but you can check me out on Facebook Live, Journey to Greatness 2911, or I will upload the video onto YouTube. So today on Periscope, you will just have the audio, but we will upload the video on YouTube, as well as I am live on Facebook Live, Journey to Greatness 2911. So I want to get started to welcome everybody onto Thriving Thursdays. Those that it's your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Those that are returning guests, I want to welcome you as well. This is Lakeisha Major, the owner of Journey to Greatness, where we inspire individuals not to just survive, but to thrive in every area of your life. So this is interactive. You can hit the thumbs up, the hearts, the laughs, you can comment below, and I will interact with you. If I miss the comments, then I definitely go back and watch the video again and interact with any comments that I have missed or any comments from the rebroadcast, those that watch after. So while we wait to get started, I am going to go ahead and do a watch party. I encourage you to do the same, to invite your friends and family to gather these nuggets that I give every Thursday. Do not keep this information to yourself, but I encourage you to share it with your friends and with your family, as well as do not forget to go and like, follow, subscribe to all my social media channels, as well as okay, there we go. So I'm starting the watch party, and let me mute myself because I don't want to hear both of them. And so I'm just, when you do a watch party, you can put a description. So I'm just giving them oops, I spelled Thursday wrong. Just giving them a description so my friends and family have another way to come in and watch. So that is getting set up. Wow. We are, yes, we're in April now. I was about to say we are almost in April. We are almost at the middle of April. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe it. This year has gone by so fast. We're almost at the halfway point. So have you looked at your goals that you set forth for yourself? Let me move this over so I can try to see some of the comments, from the watch party if they leave them. But have you thought about the goals that you set for yourself and where you are on target this year so far with your goals? That's something that you want to look at as we approach the half mark for the year. And how close are you to obtaining those goals that you set for yourself? So March Madness just ended, and my heart was a little broken because I thought that in the championship it was going to be who? Michigan State and UVA. Yes, UVA, Virginia, is the home team that I was rooting for, but I really thought that Michigan State was going to be there, and they were not. They weren't in the championship. But when I say that game, Texas Tech against Virginia, was one game to watch. That was, most of the games in the March Madness were just phenomenal. It wasn't, landslide wins. It was really competitive where both teams brought their game. And so now this weekend, what are we entering into? The playoffs for the NBA. And what happens after the NBA championship? It is like dead season for 2 months, and then football is back on. I am so excited about football. They told me that the schedule should be coming out for next season next week, so I am super excited. They've already released the preseason games, but next week it should be, the regular season games should be coming out. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started with today's topic, which is, now if you see me looking over, I'm keeping an eye on my watch party as well. But today's topic for Thriving Thursday is you fell and now forgive. So we all know, and if you do not know, you will learn as you watch more of my videos that a lot of my topics and things that I talk about come from something that happened during the week or the week before, you know, to myself or somebody that I know or my family, anything like that. So this week, as I told you last week, I had to, you know, rush and give my nuggets for last Thursday because I was dealing with sick kids. So this virus that my daughter caught was a monster virus. It lasted 4 days. Now the first couple of days, the first like 2 days, Thursday and Friday were the worst days. And then after that, it was recovery time. By Friday afternoon, I thought that, you know, she was okay, just minor symptoms. What is it? Not the prolonged, but the after effects of Thursday and Friday was stomach pains. And it went on till probably about Tuesday. She was out of school through Tuesday. She tried to go to school on Monday. She was there about 45 minutes and I had to go pick her up. I was like, this is not normal. Let me take her back to the doctor. And so I found out that it was just part of the virus and it had to run its course, and that if her stomach was still hurting in a couple of days, that they would do additional tests because it may not be the virus. But she is back 100%, sleeping through the night, eating like she normally does. So I am thankful about that. But on Tuesday, she was saying that her stomach hurt, so I was, you know, going to get her some Motrin, and I thought it was downstairs, but it ended up being, I was like, let me go check upstairs to see if the medicine is up there, and of course it was, because while she was sick, I just decided to, you know, leave it closer to her room. So I went to go get the medicine, and I'm not sure what I was doing. I don't know if I was opening the medicine, but normally as I go down the steps, I'm holding on to the rail. And somehow, like, I'm going down, you know, my steps, and I don't know what happened. If I just missed a step, but I just slid down the steps, like, all the way down. I kept on trying to catch myself. I just thought that I would catch myself either with the rail or, you know, putting my hand down on the steps or something, but I did not stop. Like, I slid all the way down the steps, like, bloop, 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 all the way down. Like, I felt like I was, you know, when it's snowing and you get your sled and go on the hill and you slide down the, you know, the snow. That's what I felt like. And so finally when I stopped, like, I could not figure out why I couldn't stop. And I stopped because the step kind of ended and it had a platform, so it wasn't any, my feet could catch grip on the platform of the, you know, the bottom step to get off. And I couldn't figure out why I couldn't stop. Like, I've almost fell before. We all have almost fell, but you catch yourself, and I just could not catch myself. And so I sat there for a minute and I was like trying to get myself together. The kids came over. Are you okay? What's going on? Can you walk? I'm like, yes, I'm okay. I'm just, you know, getting myself together. I got up, dusted myself off, gave my daughter her medicine, got them ready for school, and then continued on. And I ignored the pain. I just ignored. I was like, it's pain from a fall. It'll stop. And, you know, I have other things to do. I cannot worry about that. But later that night, like, my tailbone hurt so bad. And so I just kind of laid there, kind of tried to get in a position that, you know, it wouldn't hurt as bad, to give it some relief. And, you know, I went to sleep. But the next morning I said, you know, maybe I should have put some heat on it or something like that. So I got my heat pads and I put that on there. and I tried to just give it heat treatments. And later that night, I put some icy hot because, even though I'm a football mom, a sports mom, I still don't know if you're supposed to, what the hot and cold. I know they both have their benefits, so I just love icy hot because it gives you both the treatments that you need. So I put that on there, and I put heat on there again today. And so it brought me to the topic of we fall down. And I said, I fell down, but I got back up. So, there's the song out there, we fall down, but we get back up. And we're always taught, if you fall down, get back up. You can fall down as many times, but as long as you get back up, then you're good. But the thing that nobody ever talks about is, one, why did you fall? Because if you never learned how or why you fell, you will continue to find yourself in the same cycles, falling again, or, compiling the pain onto something else. You never dealt with the source of what was going on. So, of course, I'm thinking, like, how can I tie this into my topic? Like, I'm not going to go back down the steps and try to reenact what happened, because that wouldn't make sense at all. I'm not sliding down the steps on purpose again. But what I did notice is when I go down the steps, and even when I walk down and up the steps, I walk on my tippy toes or on the ball of my foot. And so I think what happened is that my right foot, as I was going down, was not on the step enough. So it wasn't back enough. So it missed the whole step. So as the other foot was coming up to go to the next step, this one missed, and I just slid down and just missed the whole step, because my whole foot never touches the whole step. And so I'm like, okay, well, that's what happened. So now I'm cognitive of what happened, and as I'm going down the steps, to make sure that my foot lands on the step before I move the next foot. So sometimes we're in a rush. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Or not sometimes. Sometimes we as me and my kids are in a rush. And so we're going down, boom, 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 boom. It's always, fast paced for us. And so just to know in my mind, no matter how fast or how slow that I'm going, to make sure that I hit every step in the process of going down the steps, if I do not want to hurt myself and slide down the steps. Like, I laugh at it now, but I was not laughing at it at that point. That wasn't one of the moments that you look around to see if anybody could see you. The only thing I thought was, like, I wonder if the neighbors could hear me sliding down the steps. But that is what happens when we fall, is that we can hurt ourselves. But then I figured out, okay, this is what I need to do. So it's the same thing when you're in a relationship, or you find yourself dealing with the same types of people, for friends, for significant others, for, when you're dealing with coworkers and, different things like that. You find yourself surrounding yourself around the same people, because you've never examined what happened with the last time, with the last hurt, with the last pain, whatever happened in your relationships. You never took the time to find out what happened, what factors did you contribute to it, what factors did the other person contribute to it, what are the things that are inside of you that draw these type of people. You never look at that. You just end that friendship, or you just end that relationship because it was time for it to end. Or it's not just time for it to end. There's things that happen that you need to know, so you don't take that on to the next thing. That's with, your job and even sports. Okay, I'm gonna give an example because I'm a sports mom. So if you're on defense and you miss a tackle, or you're on offense and you miss a block to block the defensive player so they don't get to the quarterback, if you don't go back and watch the film to find out what happened, you're likely to repeat the same thing. If you're playing basketball and you miss a shot, and you don't go back to find out why did you miss a shot, well, what did you do? Did you Did you go through the follow through? Were your feet in the right place and your legs the way that they're supposed to be, and all of these things? You're likely to repeat the same thing over and over again. But when you take the time to go back and find out why it happened, then in your mind will let you know the next time that the same thing is going on. Okay, I need to fix this because I recognize this. Your mind has muscle memory of saying that this isn't the way that it should be. I need to fix that and go this way. And so we all know that life is trial and error. And so you go through the process, but you need to know why it happened. And so that's the first thing. And so the second thing that you need to do is, and the second part is, now that you fell, you didn't accomplish your dreams, or the relationship didn't last, or you didn't make the tackle or the basket, you failed the test. All of these things is now you have to not only forgive those that were around you or that were involved, but you have to go back and forgive yourself. Because when we fall, what do we hold on? We hold on to the hurt. We hold on to the guilt of, why did I do this? Why did I mess up? Why? And you hold on to that, and you never allow yourself to heal by forgiving those that were involved, but also forgiving yourself for it happening. Because we all know that we're not perfect, but also we all know that things happen. And so you have to take the time to heal and forgive yourself in the process, because if you do not, then you kind of fall and get back up, but you carry that weight, you carry that burden, you carry that hurt, you carry that guilt with you, because you never dealt with, one, the why, and or two, the guilt and the hurt that goes along with it. And sometimes you can't do this by yourself. So what is that in Thrive? That's our receiving guidance in Thrive. Getting mentors, getting accountability partners, getting people around you that can help you in the process of forgiving yourself and getting to the root of what happened and the why. But also, T is trust the process. So you have to know that, yes, you will fall. Yes, you will mess up. Yes, things will go wrong. But trust the process and trust yourself enough to know that you need to find out why, as well as forgive yourself for when you do mess up. So, with that being said, that's the nuggets that I have for you today for Thriving Thursdays. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, the hearts, comment below. If you want to, you can comment where you're watching in from. We did not have Just Thrive this week, but we will resume next week with Just Thrive. And the news that I have for you today is that I am not going to have Thriving Thursday next week because it is spring break, and so I'm going to take a week off, as well as I will be getting some cosmetic things done with my teeth. I'm getting braces. Yes, finally, I'm going to get braces, and so I need some time to adjust to that. So we will not have Thriving Thursdays next week, but that doesn't mean that you cannot go back and watch one of the other Thriving Thursdays that you either missed or that you might just want to watch again. So don't forget to like, share, follow, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's where everything is all in one. You don't have to search through posts. You don't have to search through anything. Everything that I have recorded on Thriving Thursday, as well as Just Thrive, where I interview other guests, is all on the YouTube channel. So make sure that you subscribe, as well as encourage your friends and family to subscribe and follow as well. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and end Thriving Thursdays. Is my music gonna start? Because I can't end without my music. Hold on, y'all. We got to, that's why I wouldn't do it. Because remember, I took the mute off. I put the mute on. Okay. Have a good weekend. I will see y'all for Just Thrive on Tuesday. And in 2 weeks for Thriving Thursdays. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
Hey, 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 hey.